Hi there, folks. Welcome again to another weekend review. Plenty more racing to look forward to this weekend. In case you missed our last video, we posed a little question for a competition to win a wonderful print by Caroline Cook of the double Gold Cup winning album photo. If you want to get involved, all we really need you to do is subscribe to the channel and then comment below to the question that we asked, which is, how many stairs hurdles did Big Bucks win at the Cheltenham Festival? There we go. Quite simple, quite straightforward. I'm sure many of you already know the answer. Yeah, you can comment on this video. We'll take the comments from this video as well. We was going to announce it in this video, but we're going to give you a little bit longer. We'll do an announcement on Friday. We'll probably get something out on Twitter for that, boys, yeah?
Yep, definitely on Friday afternoon.
So even if it's a little short video from me picking a winner or one of us picking a winner, we'll announce who's got it, and then contact you and get some postal details, and then we'll get something sent off to you post haste, and with any luck, we'll get it over to them by Christmas.
Yep, indeed.
Cool. Okay, well, as I say, loads of racing again at this weekend. We're going to talk quickly about some choices for this weekend. We'll save the King George chat for Sunday, boys, when we'll have a good old chinwag about King George and who we think might win and who we think might do well. So let's start with go on then, Sean. You can start us off today.
No worries. I'm going to go straight in with an old favourite of mine, one that's already had a win this year, THYME in the 225 at Ascot. I'm always going to do it. We know, Glenn, you know full well it's a horse that I've been slightly obsessed with since I've seen it run. We know very unfortunate last year, or this year at Cheltenham Festival, should I say. First time out this year, took on Paisley Park, who we know weren't really sure what we were going to get from Paisley Park. Flat to deceive last year. Everybody was hoping he'd come back or should come back a bit stronger. But Tyne Hill just got the better a couple of weeks ago at Cheltenham. This time round, I feel maybe a bit more of a level playing field in some respects, in the sense of that this is a flatter track. So maybe Paisley just got a little bit leggy. Again, both were having their first run out, so the excuses are a little bit tough to take that it was just a hill because they both had to suffer it. So but you can see Paisley coming on from that. But I think Tyne Hill this year is a very, very good horse, like it was last year. It was just very unfortunate. And I hope we'll go on to bigger things, especially at the festival next year. The interesting runner in that one is the unbeaten Main Fact that run as well not so long ago. Come from absolutely nowhere to win very well. Again, I don't know if it's going to have to step up. Taking on these type of horses, but very much looks like a horse that's got the capability to do so. But for me, in the 225, the long walk hurdle, I'm going to stick with my old friend Tyne Hill in that one.
Fair enough.
In the second one, I'm going to move over to Haydock, the 240, the 3 mile chase. Now I'm going to go with the Twist and Davis pair, Sam and his dad Nigel, with Hill 16. Now it looks like it's going to go off 11-4 favourite. It jumped very impressively last time out. I mean, it's on for a hat trick this time around, so it's all it's always tough to do that. It's obviously progressing well, going through the classes. Last time out, beat little Rockerfeller just by length, I believe. But it seemed a very versatile horse. That race last time was run on good, where he wins. The race previously to that, I think, was at Fofalas, where he ran on heavy and won by a very impressive margin. I think it could have been 20 lengths plus. I can't remember. I know it was a very impressive win. So we know whatever ground is thrown at this horse, it seems very capable to adapt and handle it very well. It's a very impressive jumper. But again, it is working its way up in the classes. So you tend to hit a sticking point as to, where's its limits. I feel it's got more. I do feel it will land a hat trick. So I'm going to stick with Hill 16 in the 240 chase at Haydock.
Okay, fair enough. So then, Mark, who do you like this weekend then?
Well, I'm also going in the 225, the long walk hurdle. But I'm not going against Sean with Paisley Park. I'm actually going against Sean with Main Fact. Sorry, Sean. David Pipe took this horse on back in June 2018. It's had an impressive run. It had 5 straight victories before a 200-plus day break before coming up with another 4 victories over the 2-mile distance. Then got upped in trip to a 3-mile victory last time at Haydock.
Yeah, that was it, Haydock.
As Sean said, Paisley Park had its first run, so we never knew what we was going to get. THYME Hill, to me, is the up-and-coming horse that more people are looking at as looking to where he's going to go at Cheltenham. His Main Fact's first run at Ascot, I don't look at that as a disadvantage at all in a race like that. Its last time it didn't win a race was back in December last year, so it's got the capabilities to win. But it is upped massively in trip here, and to win this race at a current price at 11-2, going by the form, I think it stands a pretty good chance. It would have to run superbly on its day. We know what we're going to get from Paisley Park, and obviously THYME Hills, but they're going to be locking horns with one another. And I just think Main Fact would have that opportunity, that the spotlight's going to be on them too, and I think creep in and get a victory where jockey's not been named yet for this race, so I'm sure that will obviously come to light over the next few days. I think there's every chance. So sorry, Sean, I'm not going against you at Paisley Park, but Main Fact is my first one. In the 3 o'clock at Ascot, the Ascot Silver Cup, I've gone for John Joe O'Neill's, I believe it's pronounced Quarenta, at 61. It's only had 3 runs this year. It's a bit of a poor performance in the 7th place finish at Doncaster. Then Harry Cobden was booked on boards at the festival, where he was brought down at the 4th fence, unfortunately, in the same race at the Conditional on that day. It's a course and distance winner at Ascot, at the same official rating of 137 on that day. But look, this is another massive race. The Conditional goes off at 7-2 favourite.
That's Itchy Feet, and that, isn't it?
Yeah, Itchy Feet's also been entered in this race. Regal Encore at 8-1, and Mr. Malarkey, and one of your favourites, Glenn, Beware the Bear, at 14-1. Again, going by its last performance, course and distance winner at Ascot, it's a very tough race course. And I think if it gets the run, gets the grounds, I think there's a chance at a possible each way place. So there are my 2 selections. 2:25, I've gone for Main Facts, and in the 3 o'clock, I've gone for Quarenta.
Okay, fair enough. Well, in the matter of keeping things interesting, my first pick is from the 3 o'clock Silver Cup, over the 2-mile 7 and the all-important 180 yards. Don't forget. As you may have noticed, by the way, we are wherever he would sit normally. We are missing one. Unfortunately, he's got work tonight, so he's not been able to join us tonight. But Jamie will give us a couple of tips, I'm sure, no doubt, or selections, should I say, and we'll get them tweeted up for all his millions of followers he's got. So anyway, so I digress. My first choice is going to be Espoir de Guye, or de Guye.
Espoir de Guye,
trained by Venetia Williams, as we know. Charlie Deutsch is booked once again. It's a slight increase in trip, but not a hell of a lot. I think his last couple of races have been about 2-mile 4, something like that. So it's not a big ask up in trip. It would seem that the soft is predicted.
Which is what Venetia Williams horses just thrive off that sort of brand.
Absolutely, yeah. And I made a little note, one of my other little notes I made there, I haven't got, obviously 1,000,001 facts to go on, but as I've just sort of, jotted down there, it just looks like the sort of race that she picks up for fun, really. Larger sort of fields, like say Sean Sotter conditions. She just tends to sort of cherry pick these races and does very well. So, so we'll have a battle there, Mark.
Yeah, another one.
And you got. Yeah. They say it's funny. You could pick a million out, can't you? Really, that's what's so fantastic about the sport. But anyway, so that's going to be my first choice. And then my second choice, a bit like you, Sean, is a little bit of a what do you call it? You know, nostalgic type sort of thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? She's got another entry in the 315 Betfair Handicap Hurdle at Haydock, and it's Queen of Hearts again.
Queen of Hearts, yeah.
I picked her out a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was, or last time. No, it wasn't last time. It's time before last. Anyway, she must have obviously got withdrawn that day for whatever reason. It does look, according to the Internet Racing Post, that Heavy is predicted. She's won on the course before, not over the trip. That's the unknown. It's like 3 mile. 3.5 miles. She's generally run at a bit less than that. Sort of 2.5 miles. So it is a bit of an unknown in trip, but she's won at the course before, and she had a fantastic sort of 2018, 2019. Winning 3 times and placing second once out of 5. And the only blot on her coffee book really was the Tatzel's Mare's novice at the festival.
Which tends to happen to a lot of horses, doesn't it? They tend to have that great record leading up to the festival.
You don't want to sound like a broken record, but you know what I mean? One of the first things you always said to me, Sean, when I got into this sport, wait till you see a horse run at Cheltenham. It just seems to make or break some of them.
Yeah, it does.
And some seem to be able to handle it and some can't. And, never was a truer word said, really, in all honesty, mate, without bigging you up.
No.
And so obviously she hasn't, didn't perform there that time. But, on that day, as I said before, I said it in one of our other videos, she was like a neck behind Epiton. And look what Epiton's gone on to do.
She's got fantastic ability about her. And she has got the strength. And maybe that step up is what a lot of horses need sometimes, don't they? You always see there's that natural progression, isn't there, where they're moving up and they do prefer that.
That's what I mean. You can't sort of argue that she's gone like that, if you know what I mean. She has steadily got better.
Yes.
And it's literally when she went into the festival, where everybody sort of thinking she was going to do quite well, it just didn't go right on the day, and it just didn't work out. And only time will tell whether it's a course problem or whether it was an occasion problem.
Just didn't turn up
for the whole event and that. You know what I mean? So we'll see. You know what I mean? But
definitely.
I just can't see any reason why I wouldn't sort of stick with her and that. You know what I mean? So if she runs, I'll be having to have a little bit on her. So
no, definitely.
So that's my 2. Obviously, so you've got Newcastle as well, haven't we, at the weekend and that. But anyway, so that's where we've gone. As I say, if you didn't get the last video, then obviously once again, don't forget the competition. Comment below. We need to know how many Stayers Hurdles did Big Bucks win at Cheltenham Festival. Get the correct answer. Subscribe to the channel and get in a draw for that wonderful print of album photo, which, as I say, we can all vouch for just how good they are. So
I mean, for answering that simple question, I mean, these paintings are very good. These drawings are very, very good. I've got, I don't know how many I've got at the moment, and I've probably got more on the way, to be honest with you. That's what I asked for. So, but honestly, for answering a simple question, it's
as you say,
these are really good prints.
Exactly, and we've, like I say, we've all got them, and friends of friends and friends have got them. So we know how fantastic they are. So you can buy them obviously on eBay. I mean, if you don't win it, we do sell them on eBay as well, and they're also on our website now, our new website, which is up and running. So check out our website. moneyrider.co.uk. So you can get them there as well. So right, okay, boys, well, we'll wrap it up there then. So we've all got things to do as we push ever closer to the big day when the big man comes to visit. And we'll see you folks again on the weekend for a wrap up. Well, not a wrap up, sorry, this time. Apologies, Mark, as you reminded me several times. It's all about the King George at the weekend. So we'll see you then for that, folks. See you later.
See you then, lads.